Definitely see what's going on now. The year is almost over with in boxing. I just want to know from a fan standpoint, what is the what are they consider the big fight? What is the big fight of this year? Like, what is really the big fight we'll consider of 2024? Is the biggest fight of 2024 going to include any faces of boxing? And that's a serious question. I don't even know. If I had to take a guess right now, I would say we had this year will include the faces of boxing. I'm talking about the best fight. It's to a point right now where they'll possibly say Jake Paul would be a fight of the year. I'm just talking about most people, the numbers. That's what the numbers will say. If the numbers are gonna be that big. But we talking about chasing paydays now? Man, ain't nobody in boxing chasing no paydays. There's not enough money in boxing to actually chase a payday. That's why people are working with turkey on the sheet. That's why Tyson Fury is working with turkey on the sheet and everybody else. They ain't working with turkey on the sheet for no payday. They want a payday too. Everybody in Boston right now is fighting for a payday. You better. You better. That's why that's why you have MMA fighters coming to Boston. They want a payday too. If MMA was paying more than boxing, and Ghana would have never left MMA. Yeah, a lot of people want paydays. Because when I see people say that, I'm like, they're saying that as if other boxers don't have money. They say, yeah, this guy looking for a payday. Everybody looking for a payday. But as far as this weight issue I seen recently, now everybody's starting to realize it's a lot of guys walking around 200 pounds and they just focusing on Benavidez weight all these months. I seen that get shut down earlier this week. People didn't want to talk about that. But my point of this video right here, all these guys want paydays in boxing. So when fans say, man, you're looking for a Canelo payday? Canelo, man, let me go look at something right now. Guys ain't making that much as people think. Oh man, come on. Are we serious? What kind of payday is people talking about? That's something I have to make later on. Let me write that down real quick. Cause I was gonna think about it before I got on here. But John Ryder only made what? 2 million to fight Canelo? So after pay-per-view sales is 3.8 million? That ain't no money, man. What payday are they talking about? Let me see what Charlo got versus Canelo. I think I'm gonna go down and make a list of all these purses, which I don't want to go through, but I'll go ahead and do it. They're not saying right now. Trying to figure out. They're not even putting it out. Let me see. So the purse, let's see. About around 6 million. So I'll say 6 to 10. I just round it up to 10 because I don't know. Not getting no specific answers. But yeah, these purses, man, they're not really that big like people are imagining. They're not as big as people trying to imagine right now. Yeah, they're not putting out the number. Oh, okay. So these guys getting 10 million right now for a fight. Yeah, it's they're not people are not really getting that much money to fight Canelo right now. Not as much as people think. Not as much as people think. These paydays are not. Well, like I said before, Floyd didn't mess the game up because before all this was even talked about, we weren't really paying attention to this. But Canelo, he made what? 1.2 with Shane Mosley. 2 million with Josesito Lopez. You telling me he made more with Lopez than he did Mosley? What's up, Cyber? What's going on? I'm looking at the numbers because people are saying now that Crawford looking for a payday. It's not that many people making money right now fighting Canelo. I mean, John Ryder got what, 2 to 4 million? Charlo got 6 to 10 million. Munguia got 10 million. They saying Berlanga can get up to 17. That's around the same numbers that Crawford was getting on Top Rank. He could have just stayed on Top Rank and got that payday. That's the paydays we talking about right now. It's not a big deal, man. I think people think that guys are getting $30-40 million fighting Canelo right now. It's not happening. The first thing is, if you get a big opponent for Canelo right now, you got to actually pay the guy. Now, Benavidez is saying that he'll take like $1 million, $2 million. That shows that nobody wants to fight him. He's cheaper than John Ryder. He would have took less than what John Ryder made. John Ryder made $2 to 4 million. They say $2 million guaranteed. 3.8, 4 million if the pay-per-view would have did good. So I guessing it did do good. You said how much Berlanga get? They say up to 17 million. So if we had to estimate it, around from 12 to 17 million, close to 15. So it looks like he got more than Munguia did. But really, these guys ain't getting nothing but like 10 million. Shoot, Crawford can get that fighting Boots. So that's definitely not about the payday. Terence Crawford can get that fighting Jerron Ennis right now. He was already making that 5 years ago. Shoot, he got 7 million fighting on Black Prime. You said guaranteed? Nah, as far as guaranteed, him and Munguia probably got around the same guaranteed. But the probably around the same thing guaranteed. He's an Eddie Hearn fighter anyway, so he was gonna get a big portion. Berlanga, he's an Eddie Hearn fighter. Munguia's not, so that's probably why he got a little bit more. Yeah, Boots trying to get he trying to fight at 47. The fans, they want Boots to fight Crawford, and then they saying they want him to fight Crawford. But Boots don't want to move up though. It's a waste of time for Crawford to go to 54. 47 right now, and he's at 54. But the thing about Crawford is, it's a lot of people that's gonna have to figure out how somebody gonna beat Madrimov at 154. See, Boots gonna have plenty of people to fight when Crawford get done with 54. Yeah, I saw that Karen and Boots fight in Philly. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. They ain't trying to pay nobody. Yeah, that's where he can make his money at right now. That'll be good. Philly straight right now. They got Bam coming out there, so that's gonna be a good card. It seemed like Eddie Hearn liked what they did in Philly last time, so he want to go out there again. That's kind of good though. Eddie Hearn really ain't been comfortable promoting the same spot over and over and over. He tried New York for a little bit, but yeah, I had seen that was gonna happen. Yeah, I seen that was gonna happen. Madrimov and Volchik. Yeah, they're gonna have a lot of Ukrainian fighters on that fight card with Fury and Usyk. They're gonna have a lot of Ukrainian fighters on there. They're gonna have Volchik on there too. I think Baranchik gonna be on there. I thought he was gonna fight Zepeda, but I don't know. I guess they waiting around, probably him and Lomachenko fight next year or something. I don't know. I'm trying to see now. That Fury and Usyk card gonna be loaded though, but it's gonna be a lot of Ukrainian fighters on there. I know Boachet one, Bozic gonna be another one, and who's the other guy? I think Baranchik gonna be on that card too. Yeah, that's gonna be a loaded card. I just don't know who they gonna fight yet. But Madrimov, he gonna be a beast at 154. I heard a lot of people saying over the last month how, I didn't expect Madrimov to be that good. Okay. I got Madrimov beating Boachet right now. That's what I'm going with. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a prediction video on that. It might be today, because I've been watching both of them guys fight the most lately. But I definitely think Madrimov can be able to get Boachet. They sleeping on him. He's gonna be a threat at 154. I definitely think he's gonna be a threat. I was trying to see if it's a lot of guys at 154, but yeah, I don't see Boots leaving 54 yet. It might be next year. I think 47 is gonna be his last year. Next year, being in that weight class. I think after next year, he probably gonna bounce. And by then, all the guys at 54 now, things will be sorted out. Yeah, they'll sort that weight class out by then. He said Benavidez duck Canelo. No, not really. Benavidez said that he would take $1 million to fight Canelo. And if you look at this list, Canelo took $1 million to fight Shane Mosley. So can't really say that's a duck when you took your lowest payday to try to fight Canelo. Not really. But I'm glad people think that though, because one thing I haven't heard anybody say is I haven't heard anybody say that Munguia or Berlanga would beat oh, what's up, Spain? What's going on, man? I had checked out that Misfit stuff you was talking about after I got off too. I gotta catch up on some stuff. Kind of mad I missed that last event though. I haven't heard anybody say that Berlanga or Munguia can beat Benavidez. That's one thing I haven't heard any fans say. I haven't heard anybody say that Berlanga or Munguia can beat Benavidez. And I like Munguia. I think Munguia a dog. I know he'll fight Benavidez. But I haven't heard not one fan say, hey, Munguia will beat. I haven't heard not one fan say that Charlo will beat Crawford. You see how quick I can destroy that whole Canelo's conversation? It's over with that quick. I haven't heard not one person say, hey man, if Crawford could knock out Charlo, then I'll give him the Canelo fight, because you know he can. End of story. End of story. It ain't about a payday because Canelo ain't paying. Trust me. You make more money fighting for Turkey on the sheet right now than you would fighting on a Canelo card. You didn't answer the question though, Mando. You didn't say what I was saying though, Mando. Mando, do you think that Berlanga or Munguia can beat Benavidez? Canelo went to 175 too. When Canelo went to 175, nobody sat up here and said he should stay at 175 because he went to 175 and that's his regular weight class. Canelo beat Kovalev at 175. When Canelo beat Kovalev at 175, everybody said, okay, he should fight cruiserweight next. Nobody said Canelo had to stay at 175. No, because people keep bringing up Benavidez at 175. I mean, I know that he went up to 175 recently. Okay. What's the problem with that? Berlanga still weighs more than Benavidez. He should be at 175. You said Berlanga could clip who? Berlanga got 6 straight fights when he went 12 rounds. Berlanga ain't finna clip nobody. Well, except for the last fight against Patrick McCory. He got like 5 straight decision fights. And he knocked out one guy recently. He could probably clip him, but is he gonna win? I heard people saying De Los Santos was gonna clip Shakur Stevenson. And then everybody's like, oh, this fight's so boring. Okay, tell De Los Santos to find out how to cut off the ring. I've never heard anybody say Canelo or Tank Davis or Deontay Wilder or Bitterbeef. I never heard anybody say that those guys couldn't knock somebody out because they couldn't cut off the ring. If you can't cut off the ring and knock someone out, it means you're not that good. That's all it is. That's all it is. We all know this. Yeah, I got Munguia tonight, but it's going to be a tough fight, though. Berlanga has to be able to go out here. I don't know if people know it or not. Berlanga is food right now. I heard people saying that Berlanga should fight McCumbee. So let me get this straight. Berlanga went 12 rounds with Canelo. He only got dropped one time. And he should fight Trevor McCumbee, who just got knocked out in the 8th or 9th round by Caleb Plant, who's not a knockout artist. And, oh, you said I'm ignoring your questions? Okay, hold on. Let me, what questions you have? All the WC for a week extension twice. I know about all that already, bro. What about the WBC? WBC said they don't enforce mandatories. I know about the WBC, bro. WBC doesn't enforce mandatories. Berlanga didn't fight Canelo because, oh, that was a mandatory. He had no choice. Canelo already got stripped for a belt. So it's not like Canelo's fighting for mandatories right now. So I don't understand what you're saying about why would he stay at 175? He got whooped by Bibble. You said, why would he stay at 175? He got whooped by Bibble. So he lose one time and he shouldn't stay at the weight class because he lost? I don't understand that question. And then you call me a bum ignoring your questions. Okay, I'm definitely going to ignore you now. All right. Yeah, you said, what about Benavidez calling out Bud? I mean, yeah, Benavidez will fight him. They obviously would fight each other, but you said, Lacey's and Glaciers lost to Munguia. I mean, not Munguia. He lost to Madrimov. Lacey's and Glaciers lost to Madrimov, a 154-pounder that Terence Crawford just beat. No way he'll beat Benavidez. He lost to a 154 Madrimov. That's what I'm saying. Madrimov a lot better than what people think, and trust me, Terence Crawford gonna get the last laugh when it's all said and done. Nobody's calling out Madrimov to fight him. I don't know if everybody know that. Madrimov ain't getting called out right now. I heard everybody saying he was a bum. He only got 10 fights. Fight him. If he's a bum, go fight him. Bro, you know I know what I'm talking about. That's why you in here right now. Come on, man. I'm just gonna ignore you. Yeah, McCombie got some hands though. Yeah, I see that. McCombie got some hands. Hackett and Fabian Maidana. I like what Hackett did his last fight. I would think about that. I like what he did his last fight. Maidana, that's tough though. I like what Hackett did his last fight. Maidana's tough though. That's gonna be like a split decision type of fight. You said that's the amateurs. Lacey beat Morrell. You said that's the amateurs. Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney in the amateurs. Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney in the amateurs though. The amateurs matter, bro. I know a lot of people like to say that who never boxed. There's a lot of I'm not saying you, I'm just saying it's a lot of people on YouTube that never boxed. And they always say, oh, that's the amateurs. That don't matter. Terence Crawford, he was good in the amateurs. That don't matter. Tank Davis was good in the amateurs. Tank Davis was good in the amateurs. If the amateurs don't matter, why does boxers always get into the professional level and they always want to fight a guy they lost to in the amateurs? Why do guys who lost to a guy in the amateurs never fight a guy that they can beat in the pros? Or they feel like they can beat in the pros? You say Ugas beat Bud. Ugas not a bomb though. Well, and if it's the amateurs, if you're talking about the amateurs, Ugas not a bomb though. I mean, everybody's running around giving Barrios credit for beating Ugas, so why would? And that's how everybody was giving Barrios credit until he beat Ugas. We do know that, right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. I haven't heard anybody saying that Benavidez will lose to Munguia or Berlanga. Period. They're the same age. Munguia and Berlanga walk around at 200 pounds. This is a fact. So, what are we talking about? That's what I'm saying. That's why a lot of people before the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight, when I was saying everything about the left hook and the other stuff, like the amateurs and everything, people, oh, the amateurs, they don't matter. Who cares? Oh, that don't matter? Oh, okay. Okay. No other sport will you'll hear that conversation. They don't go to the NFL draft and say, you know what? That's considered the amateurs. That don't matter. I'm just being honest. Why do you think that everybody knew that Madrimov was ready to fight a guy like Terence Crawford? Because of the amateurs. But let me get back to what I was saying earlier. So everybody was saying that Terence Crawford wants a payday right now. This is the main reason why he's trying to fight Canelo. But as we see on this list right now, Canelo fought Shane Mosley for 1.2 million, which is not a lot of money. So, well, it's not a lot of money to the boxers, you know what I'm saying, who's fighting at a high level. Benavidez wants to fight Canelo right now for the same amount of money. And they're like, nah, we don't want to fight him. But, and let me tell you something else too. These same people told me, yeah, I got the video on my phone. I'm supposed to release it. That Petro Ivanov guy. Yeah, I got it on my phone. Matter of fact, let me grab it. I need to post that video. Yeah, man, Majramov will beat Berlanga right now, bro. What are we talking about? I'm not gonna, you know what I'm gonna do though, Sable? I'm not gonna brag about Majramov. I'm gonna just sit back. I'm gonna watch Majramov beat the crap out of these guys for the next. I'm gonna watch Majramov beat the crap out of these guys for the next. Bro, I'm trying to think about it. And I forgot who I was thinking about, but it was somebody I said Majramov can get. But I think he's better than Berlanga right now. No disrespect to Berlanga. And look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Munguia and Berlanga, they can hang out at 168. They got Olaces and Glaciers down there. He'll fight you. They got Diego Pacheco down there. He'll fight you. So lose to one of them guys if you want to. Because now everybody gonna look at Munguia and Berlanga like, if I can beat them, I can possibly get me a Canelo fight. So it's a lot of guys at 168 that's looking at them like they're Canelo. So at this point right now, these guys can fight for a little or fight for a lot. But for people to say, and then the fans, a lot of fans complained about Shakur Stevenson fighting a guy who just came off a knockout. And I heard people naming names of guys who they want to see Berlanga fight. And everybody kept naming a guy who just got knocked out. Fans did the same thing that Shakur Stevenson did. And they do not want to sit up here and call themselves out. They sat up here and said, Trevor McCumbee, who just got knocked out by a guy who's not a knockout artist, Caleb Plant, who I think is a very good fighter. He's not a knockout artist. He's not an inside fighter. Like, he's not known for fighting like that. He went out there and fought like that against McCumbee. Stopped him. Why do I want to see McCumbee in the ring with Berlanga? If I think Berlanga is really that good, he's better than Benavidez. Why would I want to see him fight a guy who just came off a knockout loss? And then the only reason I'm asking that question is, I just seen, what's the guy's name? I just seen Devin Haney just lose to Ryan Garcia. His face was swollen and everything. What people said after the fight? Oh, you need to fight somebody, a top fighter. You need to fight a top guy. You need to fight Tank. You need to fight this guy. Why this guy who just went 12 rounds? Why he can't fight a top guy? Berlanga didn't have no black eye or no swollen face. Put him in a ring with Caleb Plant immediately. Caleb Plant ain't 25 years old. Put him in a ring with Caleb Plant right now. I mean, we have no other fights coming up. Nope, I haven't heard not one person name a guy we want to see Canelo fight. I don't know if I know that guy, Kevin Sajo. I don't know if I know him. I probably know him by face. Who knew McCumbee? I mean, people who watch Pro Box knew who McCumbee was. Yeah, a couple of people knew who McCumbee was on Pro Box and stuff. I didn't know too much about him. I seen him fight like once or twice. But 75% knockout rate is real though. I said that before the fight. 75% knockout rate is real. That's still a real thing. He got real power. But if Benavidez would have fought McCumbee, they would have been like, this dude fighting bums. We don't know who McCumbee is. That's who Benavidez fighting. And he wants to fight Canelo. And he lasted what, 9 rounds with that guy? They would have said this guy's a bum. This is Benavidez fighting? Oh, okay. I want to see what the guys with the belts have the hardest fights. That's the boxing I want to see. I want to see guys with belts have the toughest fights. I don't want to see guys who's just lost trying to have the toughest fight and everything. No, I want to see the guys who actually fighting for the belt have the toughest fights. That's what we kind of missing out on right now. I'm telling you. The year is almost over with, and the fight of the year is not going to have the face of boxing on it. Whether y'all think it's Tank or Canelo, their fight's not going to be considered fight of the year. If you're a boxing person who knows boxing. You're going to have to throw Usyk up there. You're going to have to throw Haney and Ryan Garcia up there. I had to think about the other two. But a lot of these fights, it's not going to be what everybody think it is. It's going to be a tough year, man. Yeah, they were begging for Devin to fight Pitbull. Begging him. When he going to fight Pitbull? He ducking. I'm like, man, come on, man. This dude just fought. Oh, you need to fight Pitbull next. But people say Payday, though. I'm going to get back to this because people was asking. I asked Tyler Denny. Yeah, that's the biggest upset that happened tomorrow. If he beat Hamza Shiraz, that's the biggest upset. If that happens, I mean, he has a chance because he can box. But he gotta be able to have some stamina though. I mean, Hamza Shiraz, he's not Felix Cash. So this is gonna be a tough fight. But he has a chance though. He can box. He ain't got no power, but he can box though. But I'm gonna tell you how Floyd Mayweather messed the game up. And I'm gonna tell you how a lot of these fans messed the game of boxing up. Before Canelo fought Floyd Mayweather, me, a Floyd Mayweather fan, I said Canelo is not ready. Why is this guy getting a chance to fight Floyd Mayweather at 36 years old? I said this dude is not ready. And he's only 23. I said he's not ready, man. I heard all kind of reasons that had nothing to do with boxing. Oh, I think he's the next Oscar De La Hoya and this and this. I'm like, man, this dude ain't finna do nothing with Floyd Mayweather. All the fans that's telling me now how about Benavidez and Crawford and this person and that person, these are the same fans who came to me, looked me in my face and said, oh, Floyd needs to fight Canelo. That'll be the best fight in boxing. And that was one of the most boring fights you will ever see in your life. Floyd Mayweather stood in the center of the ring. This is one of the fights where this was one of those fights where Floyd was never on the ropes. He was on the ropes more. His fight against Maidana was tougher than Canelo. Maidana did a better job. And then people talking about paydays. Canelo went from making $2 million against Josesito Lopez to $12 million against Floyd. Then he couldn't even get $12 million after he lost. He got 5 with Cotto. Oh, what's going on, Neo? $5 million with Cotto. Floyd Mayweather gave Canelo a payday to go out there and last 12 rounds. So if y'all haven't noticed, I've been saying the same thing since I was a kid about these guys at a young age getting paydays and they're not ready. Berlanga just got a payday and he wasn't ready. The fact that the biggest fight, one of the biggest fights in boxing, was a guy lasting 12 rounds when people thought shouldn't last 12 rounds. Are we serious? When Canelo was fighting Triple G, did anybody say, man, I'm glad Triple G last 12 rounds, man? Think about that. Is there anybody we seen Floyd Mayweather fight and we said we glad he last 12 rounds with Floyd? Absolutely not. That's what I'm saying. Like, where's all this new stuff coming from? All these feelings in boxing. Everybody got their feelings now involved. This dude last 12 rounds. When in boxing has that ever been okay? I've never seen, when Canelo fought Floyd, I didn't say, oof, man, I'm glad he last 12 rounds. Nobody said that. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all are giving guys who fighting Canelo more credit than you gave Canelo. Nobody gave Canelo credit for lasting 12 rounds against Floyd. What are we doing out here in boxing? Are we serious? And people realize when I say, man, Floyd should never fought Canelo. This is the reason why. He got 12 million fighting Floyd, lasting 12 rounds. Then he got another 25 million fighting the guy who was a weight class below him. Amir Khan was a baby compared to Canelo at that time. He went down a weight class, knocked out little old Amir Khan, who ain't got a chin. Everybody know he don't got a chin. Canelo went out there and destroyed him. He ain't been the same since. Then the next fight, he gave Triple G $40 million. Canelo went up one weight class. He went up in weight to fight Triple G and gave him $40 million. And Triple G ain't sell no pay-per-views. Because Triple G made a bag. And I went 40. It was like 20 million, 25. Shoot, that's like 40 in the money where the country he from. So basically, he did make 40 million. From the country he from, that's like 40 million. Stu was cashing out, man. Stu made 40 million to go up there, fight Triple G. But 25 million? Come on, man. Amir Khan? Who paid Canelo 25 million to fight Amir Khan? That's the real question that everybody need to be asking. This dude made 12 million to go in there and fight Floyd, and everybody act like that was something. He went 12 rounds. That's why if you see all these fans running around celebrating 12-round fights, that's the reason why that night Floyd fought Canelo, that idea was created in boxing. And then people will turn right around and say, yeah, Floyd be cherry picking. He didn't want to fight the best. So you're saying Canelo is not the best. Okay. But you're saying I'm tripping. How am I tripping and y'all saying that Canelo ain't the best when you say that Floyd ain't fight the best? So you're so mad at Floyd that you'll go out here and say that Canelo ain't the best. That's why I said Floyd should never fought Canelo. That was the one decision I did not like, and I was correct about it. All he did was go out there and spar all night. We don't even have no highlights of Floyd even getting punched like that against Canelo. There's no pictures up. You can't find anything. So the expectations have been very low. So I'm not surprised that people are happy that Berlanga went 12 rounds. It's kind of embarrassing in boxing that the best opponent somebody thinks that we can find for Canelo is a guy who will be happy about going 12 rounds with. Think about that. Boxing is at an all-time low right now. I've never seen this before. You said Money Mayweather. If I told you some stats right now about Canelo, your jaw would drop to the ground right now. If I just told you like 5 Canelo stats right now, you wouldn't even look at Canelo the same. If I told you like 5 stats about Canelo, I've already heard one stat. Oscar De La Hoya just ran out there. I've been saying on my page all year long, Canelo has not had a knockout since 2021. And you know what Oscar De La Hoya comes out and says? Canelo hasn't had a knockout since 2021. I'm like, guess what YouTube channel been saying that. So I know what time it is when that happens. Yeah, Oscar came out and said Canelo ain't had a knockout since 2021. And you know what all the fans in the comment section said when Oscar said that? They just put a smiley face up. They didn't say, Oscar, you're wrong, or it's not about knockouts. And you see, and I'm going to tell y'all something else too. You see how respectful I'm being to Canelo? I'm not even talking bad about Canelo. I haven't said nothing bad about him. So you can tell the truth in boxing without being disrespectful. But I was looking, I'm going to tell y'all something else too though. I was looking at something and I said, if Canelo has a better resume than Julio Cesar Chavez or Oscar De La Hoya, he can fight whoever he want right now. Even though I'm a Crawford fan, I don't care if he fight Crawford or Benavidez. If his resume is better than Oscar De La Hoya's right now. Canelo don't got a better resume than Oscar De La Hoya. Yeah, you said last in 12 rounds. Yeah, more of it. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I understand what you're saying on that. But at the same time, if you look at the age Canelo's at right now, Canelo stopped getting knockouts the same age Floyd stopped getting knockouts though. Like around the same age Floyd stopped getting knockouts, Canelo hasn't had a knockout in almost 4 years. It's almost 2025. When the next time Canelo fights, it's gonna be 4 years since he had a knockout. 4 years. I can name 10 boxers right now. If I said they went 4 years without a knockout, people will say they done and they got pillow fists. That's why when people bring up the pillow fist stuff, the weight bully stuff, man, people gonna expose their favorite boxers like that. That's why I never say stuff like that. Because I know one day you're gonna get in front of the right opponent like Bibble. For Bibble's weight class, you can say Bibble's pillow fist for his weight class. He don't knock everybody out. He stopped some guys recently, but those guys ain't top 10 guys. Well, one of them was. One of them was top 10. But you know what I'm talking about. But I hear people saying the Payday thing though. It's like, why are we putting narratives out there that's Canelo fought for a payday and he did nothing against Floyd. He got paid $12 million for nothing. Charlo did more against Canelo than Canelo did against Floyd. And I'm serious. I'm being dead serious. And I'm not lying. Everybody knows that. We haven't seen no highlights of Canelo against Floyd. Ever. Not on TikTok, Instagram, nothing. This dude had 12 rounds. He had 36 minutes to go crazy on Floyd Mayweather. He had a chance for 36 minutes to go crazy on this guy and destroy him. And couldn't do nothing. I don't think people understand that. And then they turn around and say, well, Floyd should have fought Triple G. So you think Triple G is just that much better than Canelo? I don't understand that. I'm confused. Is Canelo better than Triple G or is Triple G better? Because I kept hearing people say, well, Floyd need to fight Triple G then. Then I heard people saying that Majramov was the next Triple G. I mean, technically, I think he might be a little better, but that's just a personal statement. When his career is all over with, Majramov will have a better resume. I'll just say that. His resume gonna be better than what Triple G's is. Triple G don't got a good resume, especially if you take Canelo off. But I'm gonna tell y'all something right now though. If you look at Canelo Alvarez's resume, Canelo's resume needs help, man. I don't know if people realize that. I'm gonna tell you why his resume needs help. Canelo, I'm gonna name all the people Canelo knocked out lately. I ain't talking about the people he fought. I hear a lot of fans say Canelo fought this guy, he fought that guy. I'm gonna name the people that Canelo knocked out. I'm just gonna name the people he knocked out. Caleb Plant, 2021. Billy Joe Saunders. Avni Yildirim. Old Kovalev. Old Sergey Kovalev. Rocky Fielding. And Liam Smith. And Amir Khan. Let me go back over that again. Canelo has knocked out Amir Khan, Liam Smith, Rocky Fielding, Kovalev at an old age after he fought just like a month or two before that, which is ridiculous. Avni Yildirim, Billy Joe Saunders, and Caleb Plant. That's the legacy that the fans want Canelo to leave behind. Oh, well, he did enough. That's enough? If he did enough, there's a lot of other guys in boxing who did enough then. Who's the best person he knocked out? Caleb Plant? And Sergey Kovalev? Do we want to name the guys he couldn't knock out? And I'm just going back like 10 years. I ain't going back all the way down. Because we know he got I'm just doing it recently. Because he's in his prime now, right? So he couldn't knock out Miguel Cotto. Couldn't knock out Julio Cesar Chavez. Couldn't knock out Golovkin 3 times. Couldn't knock out Danny Jacobs. Couldn't knock out Cullum Smith. Couldn't knock out Bivol. Couldn't knock out John Ryder. Couldn't knock out Charlo. He couldn't knock out Munguia. Couldn't knock out Berlanga. Like, do we really see what's going on? I know people like to say certain things in boxing, but it's a little quiet. Everybody was talking earlier. It's gotten quiet now. Do people understand what's really going on in boxing right now? So when people sit up here and say, man, he'll knock this guy out, man, it sounds good. It really does. It sounds very good. It sounds very good. I'm just waiting on any fans to say, man, if you can knock out if you can beat Berlanga, Munguia, or Charlo right now, yeah, you deserve a Canelo fight. Nobody's not even saying that. They're not even asking guys to fight Canelo's competition. Oh yeah. Oh, they understand. Oh, Neo, they understand. Watch, as soon as Canelo retires, which will be soon, as soon as Canelo retire, they're gonna be over here talking about how good Benavidez is. They're gonna be talking about how nobody can beat Benavidez, and how it was the right thing to do to not let him fight Canelo. Canelo was just old, and they know what time it is. They really do. They know what time it is. I just went down the stats. They know what time it is. They just want to live in a fairy tale world where it's like, this dude ain't knocking out nobody. He's not knocking out anybody. And that's not even I'm not even guessing. He's not knocking out anybody. They just want to live in a fairy tale world. This dude is in his own country right now and they're saying this. And we got fans that don't say that. Come on now. We got fans that really believe that. And they'll talk about knockout power. We got guys who knock people out every fight and people say they can't box. If I was extreme like these other fans, I'd be really, because I don't even say extreme stuff now. I'm just reading the stats. We talking about paydays and weight. Look at this picture right here. Berlanga's bigger than Benavidez. I've seen Berlanga standing next to Morrell. He's huge like Morrell is. These people know what time it is, man. But the thing about it is, as we've seen in the past, the guys who Canelo fight, they don't fight anybody for real. We seen Amir Khan fight Crawford and got beat up bad. They don't want to. You know what's crazy? I've never heard any channels comparing what Crawford did to what Canelo did to Amir Khan. Amir Khan, Canelo knocked Amir Khan out. And what? What round did Canelo knock Amir Khan out? The 6th round. When did Crawford knock Amir Khan out? The 6th round. He knocked Amir Khan out the same round that Canelo did. But Crawford ain't got no power though. Okay. Floyd Mayweather ain't got no power. Canelo still lost? Duh. That's the point. We have a guy who actually has power now. And he's 36 years old. The same age Mayweather was. And he has power? Yeah. I'm telling you. When I'm sitting back watching Mike Tyson and Jake Paul in 2 months, I'm going to be sitting back saying, man, Canelo, all he had to do was fight Benavidez and Crawford. And nobody would even be thinking about Jake Paul or Mike Tyson right now. Oh, well, not my career. That's his career. If he's satisfied with that, let him be satisfied. See, fans want us to feel guilty because Canelo ain't fighting nobody. That's his life. That's his career. Oh, well. Look at Triple G's resume right now. If anybody know boxing, look at Golovkin's resume right now. If you take Canelo's name off of it, he ain't did nothing. He fought Danny Jacobs. And people don't give Danny Jacobs credit. If he gonna get all that credit for fighting Canelo, and every time I'm hearing people say, well, Canelo fought Danny Jacobs, Golovkin fought Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs need to be in the Hall of Fame then, because his name getting used for a lot of these guys' resumes. He went 12 rounds with Golovkin and Canelo after having cancer. And I ain't hear nobody jumping up and down saying, yeah, he went 12 rounds. And that's after having cancer. So that's when you would expect fans to jump up and down about going 12 rounds. But now, nah, man. Like, I wasn't jumping up and down that Madrimov went 12 rounds with Crawford. Do y'all remember fans were mad fans were mad that Crawford went 12 rounds with Majamal. Do we not forget that that was just a month ago? Yeah, Triple G could have easily buffered his resume. The thing I don't like about what Triple G did, Canelo went up 2 weight classes. He went up from 47 to 54, and he fought Triple G. He didn't have to fight Triple G. Canelo fighting Triple G saved Triple G. It didn't do anything for Canelo, except get him in trouble. Him fighting Golovkin, it didn't do anything. He was still gonna be Canelo. Triple G needed those fights. That's why his last fight was Canelo, and he retired. Well, he ain't retired. He said he's still available, but that's why recently that's why you heard these fans out here recently saying, oh, Golovkin could possibly fight Canelo. I mean, Crawford. He want to fight Crawford. At 42 years old, I think he is. Man, he ain't trying to fight no Crawford, man. They trying to put roadblocks up so bad. They trying to have Golovkin come out of semi-retirement to fight Crawford. That's horrible. That's horrible. It's gonna be so many Benavidez fans walking around when Canelo retires. Watch. Unless y'all gonna put Bam Rodriguez on these Mexican holidays. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna put Bam on there? Or Munguia? Munguia fight tonight, so I gotta see, but that's what I'm thinking of. Like, who we gonna put over there? That's what I'm saying, man. Floyd fought this guy. 12 million. He gave this man $12 million to go 12 rounds. That's when all this stuff started, man. Now it's normal to these fans. So when people bring up, oh man, Floyd did this is one of the things they're talking about. But you'll have people right now saying that Floyd would have never, but it doesn't matter though. People still act like Canelo beat Floyd. It don't matter that people seen him lose to Floyd. They still act like he lost, like he beat Floyd. Like he's just, oh, Crawford too small. And man, he lost to Floyd, man. Y'all said Floyd was too small. I've heard all this before. They're running out of things to say. I've never heard people say Berlanga was too big or he's too small or he want a payday. He ain't making no money more than what Crawford making. So how he don't want no payday? He wearing all this jewelry and everything. I ain't heard nobody saying nothing about that he need to go buy some more jewelry. I've heard none of those things. And I've heard them say that about all kind of other boxers. Oh, he just want to buy some jewelry with his money. He wants to get a check and just buy some more jewelry. I'm telling you, the only thing Canelo and Triple G did, it birthed Jake Paul. As soon as Triple G and Canelo fought, I think it was the first time or the second time, Jake Paul them start popping up all over the place. That's when everybody was saying, oh, we want to see Canelo fight this guy or Triple G fight this guy. That's when you seen all these Instagram fighters popping up, social media boxers. That's when all that started going on. And it's not slowing down. Because as you can see, we're not creating no more stars. These guys fight Canelo, then they go back to fighting on the app. They don't fight on pay-per-view after this. You know, usually when you fight a guy like Floyd or something, you at least go on pay-per-view after that. Or a main card that's on pay-per-view or something. These guys are going straight back to the app. It just blew my mind recently, man. People were saying, that Berlanga needs to fight a guy who just got knocked out, but then it's a problem when other people do it. And we're talking about guys who ain't never been champions. They say other fighters can't fight champions that got knocked out, but they're like, oh well, the McCumbee guy, he was a fun fight, so I definitely want to see Berlanga. So now McCumbee got a chance to get Berlanga. Like that just goes to show right there that y'all don't even think Berlanga that good, man. They ain't asking nobody else to do that. These other guys, they take losses. They immediately want them to fight the boogeyman of the division or a champion. I'm starting to realize who run boxing now. And it's not the boxers that's doing what they want to do. Because if they're doing what they want to do, that means they're not doing what the fans want them to do. It seems like the fighters that the fans hate or they talk about bad all day, those are the guys who actually put on the fights that the fans actually asked for. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was looking at Uzutaki. It was a couple of other names. I think it's a dude named Akhmadaliev or something on there. I said Uzutaki. And I think it was Akhmadaliev something. I won't say his name wrong. I said Uzutaki and somebody else. That was my first choice. I said Uzutaki. He fought recently too, so they kind of line up. That's why I said that too. I agree with that one. I thought that William Skull guy, Martinez, man, I don't know, man. That's a tough little fight for him right now with Martinez. I know he ain't gonna fight big. Martinez, the fight got postponed though. Hey, I don't think they would have stuck him in the ring with Martinez right now. I think 1 or 2 fights. I think 1 or 2 more fights. To be honest, me personally, I want to see him fight somebody like Steven Nelson though. Me personally. Oh, you talking about Shad? Yeah, I seen this guy, Shajo. I don't know if he's good enough. Yeah, I know the guy you talking about now. The guy from France. Yeah, that Shishkin and William Skull fight, I thought that would have happened already. I would have said the winner of that. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be difficult because, like, I'm gonna tell you why. It's gonna be difficult, Spain. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if Berlanga does all these side fights, right? If he fights like a McCumbee, I can see him fighting a Martinez. If he fights anybody outside these names you naming, like, I mean, he's still fighting top guys, so yeah. The Shajo guy, he's pretty good. I would put him actually out there in Puerto Rico. But who would actually go out there to Puerto Rico to fight? They say Puerto Rico is the next fight. So I think the guy you said, the Kevin guy, he might have to go out there. The William Skull fight? Yeah, I'm gonna have to look all that stuff up after this. I think Martinez getting postponed, that's gonna hurt. I think right now, if Martinez fought a guy like Canelo, I mean, he tough, but I think Canelo will get it right now. Canelo's still good. Martinez need like 2 or 3 more fights. I think Canelo too good right now for that. Yeah, I like Berlanga and Uzutagi though. That's the fight I like. Um, Dang, they moving that fight in November. That's horrible, man. Yeah, he gonna get postponed. He might not get a chance to next year, like around this time next year, to have one of those fights. Yeah, that's gonna hurt a lot of things for him. Because a lot of these guys are gonna start getting chances in a minute. Yeah, I'd like to see one of these guys fight Steven Nelson though. I think that's a tough fight. I definitely want to see that. He probably pulled out because he got a chance on a bigger fight. Hey, that might can mean something though. He might have a chance at a bigger fight. Usually that does happen. Usually that does happen. That'd be a good fight though. Yeah, that's the guy I think he'll fight the most. Hey, that fight might be in Puerto Rico. That fight might be in Puerto Rico. Oh yeah, the Ali Akhmadov guy. I think this guy, Ali Akhmadov, he actually fight tonight. Or no, he just fought earlier. I missed this fight already. Did he win? Yeah, he won by split decision. Yeah, I think Berlanga might fight this guy. I think this guy's on the table. Where is this? I think this guy's on the table right here. He just fought. He just fought like an hour ago. Like 2 hours ago, he just fought. Oh, yeah, Steven Nelson versus the winner, Martinez. But Martinez he's with Terence Crawford, so I'm pretty sure he sparred Steven Nelson already. I'm pretty sure they sparred already. He's over there training with him, so I'm pretty sure he sparred already. So that it would make sense, but it wouldn't really. Because they're probably sparring partners at this point. I don't know, just probably. But I know if he in the same gym with him, they definitely sparring. Yeah, this. Oh yeah, that'll be a good fight. This Akhmadov guy, yeah, that'll be a good fight. That'll be a good fight. This guy's pretty good, man. Yeah, he beat Gabe Rosado. I knew I seen him somewhere. What fight was that? He beat Gabe Rosado on what card was that? Was that a Canelo card? Oh, he fought Canelo versus Triple G. Yep. Hey, this guy might be next, bro. Yeah, this guy might be next. I'm like 90. I'm like 75% sure that this guy might be next. What up, James Warren? I think he's trying to fight. Steven Nelson thinking about retiring. He want to fight bigger names right now. He's undefeated, 36. I mean, he would fight him, but it wouldn't do much for his career right now to beat him at the age he's at. Oh yeah, Gregor a beast though. Gregor almost knocked out and Billy. Gregor got, and that was when Gregor was in his prime. If he would have fought in Billy at that same year, he probably would have got a stoppage. Gregor almost stopped well, I ain't gonna say he almost stopped him, but he gave Martinez a hard fight. I think that fight went 12 rounds, didn't it? I mean 10 rounds. Yeah, I think that fight went 10 rounds. Let me see. Yeah, that fight went 10 rounds, man. Gregor, he's just too old now. I mean, he's 35. He ain't too old, but he's not in his prime no more. He's not in his prime no more. That was a tough fight for Martinez. Yeah, Gregor got a nasty uppercut. That uppercut be getting guys out of there. Yeah, I think I seen that knockout too. Yeah, I seen that knockout. Yeah, he did, man. He was tired. He was done. I thought Martinez was gonna stop him too. He was getting hit with some. He was getting hit with some stuff, man. He really was. I think the fight tonight between Munguia and Vazian, I think that fight is gonna be like that Gregor and Martinez fight. I think that's gonna be the same exact fight. Vazian got some power though. He got some power. That dude got some real power. Yeah, Gregor, he gave up in that fight. Cause he really, I think the age kicked in though. I don't know. I gotta see what he do against Liam Cameron. I like Liam Cameron. I don't know, man. I like Liam Cameron in that fight, man. Liam Cameron is a dog. Like, I gotta see what Ben Whitaker do against Liam Cameron, man. Like, to be honest with you, this is gonna be a very, very tough fight, man. This is gonna be the toughest fight he's ever been in. Guaranteed. This is guaranteed gonna be the toughest fight he's been in. The reason being is because this guy knows how to cut out the ring. Then Cameron know how to cut out the ring. He got a nice jab, and he got a chin. This is gonna be a very, very tough fight for Ben Whitaker. I'm telling you. This is a very, very tough fight. Me personally, I thought it was a little too soon, man. Man, the camera's hungry right now. And I think Ben Whitaker's a beast. But it's gonna be a tough fight, man. If he doesn't step up in this fight, he's gonna have to go toe to toe. I mean, this guy's going for the win. A lot of guys that get in there with Ben Whitaker, they say this and that and everything, but this is a guy who's going there. He going in there to win. That's gonna be a very tough fight. To be honest with you, that has potential to be upset of the year. So I think once Ben get past that, a lot of these fights they setting up now are not easy fights. That's the reason why I'm saying that. Even tomorrow with the card they have for the Joshua and Dubois card, that's gonna be a tough card. A lot of people sleeping on Josh Warrington. They'll figure it out though. Yeah, Whitaker, he gonna need to do a couple of things. They still got him ranked pretty low, but yeah, I don't know if he's ready for Katsiav yet, man. That's a tough fight. Yeah, I don't know. Him and Connor Wallace right now would be a tough fight. Yeah, that Connor Wallace guy is pretty good. I thought he, I didn't know if he's gonna be ready yet, but I don't know. That's a tough fight. They got Katsiav coming off suspension. His suspension ends. His suspension ends soon. So that's gonna be a difficult situation right there. Oh, they got this Munguia fight coming on. I'm gonna be back on here in an hour. I'm gonna stream that Munguia fight in an hour. I'm gonna be back on here.